that
I affirm that
I will tell the whole truth.
I will tell the whole truth.
Sorry, can I just repeat that? I will tell the truth, the whole truth.
I will tell the whole truth.
I will tell the truth,
I will tell the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I'll just go through a few housekeeping rules before we begin. Um, just speak clearly to the hearing of the entire commission so that we can hear what you're going to tell us. Also, please speak slowly because your testimony is actually being interpreted into different languages so that the interpreters can follow.
Okay.
Also speak clearly to the hearing of everyone.
Okay.
I will also give you a brief overview of the topics we're going to cover today.
Okay.
And which will be just a brief information on your... Sorry, I think we have some technical hitches. Ovivan, can you just take care of the echo? Okay, we'll go through your personal background. Also, we'll go through your political background, as well as your tenure at the National Assembly, some of the challenges that you faced as a National Assembly member, and we'll go through your personal victimization at the NIA as well as Mile 2. And finally, we're going to cover your attempts to abscond from the jurisdiction of the Gambia and some of the experiences that you had whilst you were doing that. We will also give you an opportunity to tell us what impact your experiences had on your life. And finally, the commissioners will ask you questions, and then we'll come back to you for any final words you may have. Ovivan, can you help us with the echo? I can hear myself. It's very distracting. Right. Mr. Witness, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Counsel.
Okay, please forgive me. I have a very hoarse voice, so if you can't hear me, can you tell me to repeat my question or repeat myself, please?
I will.
All right, thank you. What are your names?
My names are Demba Dem.
And when were you born?
I was born on the 4th of August, 1972.
Were you born in the Gambia and where?
I was born in a village called Nyakoi in the Central River region.
Hello, Mr. Witness. Can you hear me?
Hello? Loud and clear.
Okay. Where do you currently live right now?
Now I am living in the Netherlands.
Okay. And when did you start living at the Netherlands?
I came here on the 18th of June 2008.
Briefly tell us about your educational background. Where did you go to primary and secondary school? And kindly give us the dates.
I attended Dingirai Primary School from 1981 to 1986.
Please proceed, Mr. Witness.
Yes, from 1981 to 1986, Dingirai Primary School. Then proceeded to Birkama Junior Secondary Technical School by Alpha Khan, 1987 to 1991, completed.
And when you finished secondary school, what did you do next?
I went to pursue my teacher's training course at the Gambia College, 1992 to 1994, to become a qualified teacher.
And what did you do after that?
After becoming a qualified teacher, I was posted to Crab Island Junior Secondary Technical School to head the sport department.
How long did you serve there?
I served for 6 years.
And Island, is that correct?
Sorry?
During the 6 years that you served as a teacher, were you only at Crab Island School?
Yes, Council.
So you served from 2001 to 2006, and what happened after 2006?
In 2001 and 2006, or what do you mean? What, again?
Sorry, Mr. Witness. Can you just clarify to the Commission from when, what period did you serve at Crab Island School?
I served from 1994 up to 2001.
Thank you. That was my mistake. Kindly tell us what happened after 2001.
In 2001, as you may know, some constituency executive members came to me to approach me for me to contest the election. Then by 1996, I rejected their approach. 2001 was the second time they came and approached me again. This time around, I agree and I went to contest the election in my constituency.
Okay. In 1996, when you rejected the suggestions that you run for political office, can you tell us the reasons why?
Yes, in 1996, to me, I was so skeptical to join the military regime. Secondly, I was not prepared to join the political arena. And that was my main reason of rejecting them in 1996.
So you proceeded to carry on your teaching duties at that time, is that correct?
Yes, correct, Council.
And you continued until 2001?
Yes, correct.
So what happened when you were approached in 2001 to run for political office again?
This time around, I agree to go.
And just go through the process of what it entailed for you becoming a National Assembly member.
Yes, when you go, you go through a process of constituency selection committee. If they endorse you, you go to the executive selection committee. You will be endorsed, then accepted as a party candidate for the constituency. That was the process we went through.
Before you started that process, what happened to your position as a teacher?
I have to take a leave of absence for 1 year without salary.
And when you became a National Assembly member eventually, did you resign your post?
Yes, that is automatical. You are dismissed from the civil service.
Thank you. Can you just proceed and tell us what happened, after you became a National Assembly member?
Yes, after I became a National Assembly member, as you know, in that year, many political parties boycotted the election. It was only by then the APRC and NRP that we went to contest. And for my constituency, there was no candidate put up for the opposition parties. Automatically, I went unopposed.
Mr. Witness, do you know why there were no other opposing, opposing candidates from the opposition party? Just hold on, Mr. Witness. Mr. Chairman, I don't know if you guys can follow because I'm being distracted by the echo and some of the noises in the background. Are you okay? You and the commissioners? Can you hear? Can you follow?
Yes, we can follow very clearly.
All right, then I'll
there
proceed.
is echoing sound, but we can hear you.
That's all right. Then we'll proceed and then try and sort it out meanwhile.
Yes, please.
Can you please answer the question, Mr. Witness? Thank you.
Okay. What was the question? Sorry.
I believe I asked you just to elaborate on, after you started as a National Assembly member, the process. I think you were explaining about some of the challenges and the fact that there was no opposition actually to your contestant as a National Assembly member. I think that was what you were trying to say, that
Yes,
no one
that's right,
opposed you.
Council.
And I was asking why that was.
No, definitely the reason of the opposition parties boycotting the election, that I would not know. Yes, because I was not then with them. But then I know I went on oppose under the ticket of the APRC. So voted on oppose was a big task on me, because then by then you don't differentiate who is opposition to you or who is loyal to you. You have to serve all of them equally. And that was my mission in Parliament.
And when did you actually become a National Assembly member?
In 2001, 2002.
And when you started, just tell us a little bit about some of the activities you undertook at the National Assembly on behalf of your constituency.
That is lobbying project for your constituency, representing them, yes, perfectly during and after debate, National Assembly debate, speaking on behalf of them, on their needs, all those kind of things are soldiered on me, sorry.
Can you just describe yourself as a National Assembly member? What stance did you take usually at the National Assembly?
My stand where I was an independent-minded National Assembly member. I am not those part of MPs who will always say with the go, yes, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yeah, so that being the case, I was assumed as being so hostile to the government. So they thought that I am an opposition the way I was going. And to me, that was the right thing to do. Not all bills that comes in the assembly should pass. They must be scrutinized thoroughly and see what benefit does they have on people, especially the Gambian people at large.
And as a result of your independence, how did the APRC party treat you?
Yes, on several occasions I have been called at the NIA for questioning and trying to convince me that the way I am going is not the right way. It seems that any bill that comes to the House, most of the bills, we do oppose them. I say, but then that is the will of the people, because normally for me, what I do, when we are given a bill, before debating on the bill, you go back to your constituency, ask independent-minded people what is their take on the bill. So upon that, then you also act when you come in the National Assembly upon the reason you were given at your constituency level, because you have to do a broad-based consultative. Yeah.
Kindly give us examples of some of the bills that you opposed.
Yes, I can particularly say the most unpopular bill was the Media Commission bill.
What happened when they tried to pass the Media Commission bill?
Yes, as you know, this media commission bill was definitely detrimental to all journalists, both in the diaspora and in the Gambia. So the content of the bill was any journalist who commit libel or who have said something against the government, then they have the right for you to be taken to court and prove your content, your source of contents. And also the media have to pay liability for that. That being the case, we find it so undemocratic. And during the voting time, some of us abstained from voting for the bill. That being the case, we have been called at the National Intelligence Agency for questioning. Why? What is the reason for us being abstained from voting? Yes, and also the Indemnity Act built. All those are kind of built. We refuse to vote.
Can you tell us more about the indemnity bill?
Yes, this came after the student demonstration, April 10 and 11th, when the then president said all those soldiers who are involved in the atrocities committed cannot be prosecuted. That was the reason why this indemnity bill was brought to Parliament to be ratified.
And did you support that bill?
No way, it was never.
And what happened when you failed to support the bill?
That was the time they arrested me again, taken to NIA for interrogation, questioning, and trying to threaten me. But that was not only me, it was also with Honorable Mahawa Cham for Kiang. Kiang Kayaf, I think, yeah.
Because he also opposed the bill, is that correct?
Yes, yes. With other National Assembly members also, that I would not know now.
You mentioned that the NIA were interrupting some of the duties that you had at the National Assembly. Can you explain what other duties the NIA had in respect of the National Assembly?
No, I can say this, Council, 100% that during adjournment debate or during the debate also, NIA again will present in the chambers with their records, try to record our contribution, then anything that don't go well with their way, automatically you are called at the NIA for questioning. I can say the National Assembly then was an extension of an NIA by then.
Was there any officer at the NIA mandated to basically follow the activities of the NIA? I affirm that.
I affirm that.
I will tell the whole truth.
I will tell the whole truth.
Sorry, can I just repeat that? I will tell the truth, the whole truth.
I will tell the whole truth.
I will tell the truth.
I will tell the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I'll just go through a few housekeeping rules before we begin. Just speak clearly to the hearing of the entire commission so that we can hear what you're going to tell us. Also, please speak slowly because your testimony is actually being interpreted into different languages so that the interpreters can follow.
Okay.
Also speak clearly to the hearing of everyone.
Okay.
I will also give you a brief overview of the topics we're going to cover today.
Okay.
And which will be just a brief information on your...
He was the political desk officer.
Were there any other ministries that were overseeing the National Assembly?
Yes, the Ministry of Justice. The NRA was under the Ministry of Justice by then, under Sekti Jan Hydra. After Sekti Jan Hydra, we were also assigned to Balagaba Jahumpa, the Minister of Works and Communication.
Mr. Witness, just hold on for a few minutes. Mr. Chairman, I would like to just suspend the hearings for a few minutes so that they can sort out the sound because it's really distracting me. Thank you.
Thank you. Executive Secretary, you have the floor. Something to explain?
Yes, I spoke to Wage and Obi-Wan team. They want us to continue this session and they will sort it out at the break time, the lunch break.
May I just intervene, Mr. Chairman? We're requesting a suspension of a
Mr. Dem.
Hello,
Wow, Yamade.
Manglay Dega.
Buba.
Hello,
Bubasa.
Mr. Witness. Can you hear me?
Hello, Council. I can hear you clearly.
Okay, my apologies. I forgot to update you. They're just trying to sort out the technical hitches we have here with the sound. So we'll come back to you very soon, just in about 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay, no problem. Should I remain seated or I should what?
All right, thank you.
ok it's good.
Mr. Witness yaa ma dégg.
maa ngi lay dégg kay.
non xaaral.
naam.
yaa ma dégg.
maa ngi lay dégg waaw.
doo ma wàññil sa volume laptop bi ah.
ok ala ma wàññi. naka la mel.
wàññiwaatal tuuti rek.
ma wàññiwaat.
waaw wàññil.
naka.
yaa ma dégg bu baax.
déedéet fu mu nekk nii dégguma la de.
fu mu nekk nii déggoom.
non xanaa nga yokk ko foofu de waaye man fii déggu waaw tuuti rek laa lay dégg.
tuuti nga may dégg.
waaw.
ok yokkal. yokkal yow.
naka la mel.
sa headphone bi. sa headphone bi dafa am volume.
waaw.
dafa am volume.
ah naaw.
sa headphone bi dafa am volume.
waaw.
wàññil volume bi.
ok
volume headphone bi wàññi ko.
naka la mel.